Rashad and his younger brother Ant, Tip Harris and Evan Ross, are two black teenagers who live on Atlanta, Georgia's poor black ghetto, Mechanic City, in Chris Robinson's coming-of-age film, ATL. Rashad, who is telling the film's story, is about to graduate from high school and with his three buddies is wondering what he's going to do with his life. Esquire Jackie Long has his eyes set on an Ivy League college and has the brains, grades, and wherewithal to make it happen. The other two friends are just spinning their wheels. All five hang out at the Cascade, the local roller skating rink, where esteem and self-identity are achieved through team competition. There Rashad meets and falls in love with Nunu, while Esquire pursues his higher ambitions as waiter in a swank country club where he meets black millionaire John Garnett, Keith David. But things are not what they seem, and suddenly all plans go awry for Rashad, Ant, and Esquire.
What you mean?
You said you could tell a lot about a man by the way he skate. So how do I skate?
I don't know.
Just be real.
You alright. You got a little style to you. You real confident. I can't believe I'm even talking to you and telling you this right now. You special.
Special, huh? You don't know about that.
I wish you can see what I see.
Richard, I got to tell you, I was very pleasantly surprised by this film.
Mm-hmm.
I was very moved. This is not the film of blacks in the hood who are out to kill, you know.
Although that's how they sold it, isn't it?
But that's how they sold it. This is a story of friends and brothers and family in which, you know, people learn about each other and you learn about them. And I'm thinking about Uncle George, who has raised these two kids, Rashad and Ant.
Mm-hmm.
And you think, what a lazy bum, and he's just using the kids. But then you find out this is not so.
Yeah.
And you get an insight into him. I just love the intercom connections between the friends. It wasn't vicious. I mean, it was really friendly in a way that we are not showing life in the hood, nor we're showing life in hip hop.
Well, you know, that's true. That's true. There's not the violence in here. I'm sure you know there may be an audience walking away from disappointed from lack of bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an interesting film in some respects. And I love the sequences of the roller rink.
Right.
Those are the ones that the directors seem to have the most energy for. Mm-hmm. I think it's interesting to note how the rise of crunk music has made Atlanta this kind of this idea of like, oh, what a place to be, you know, in the same way that California used to be in the beach party movies in the 1960s.
But you know, Atlanta has a whole neighborhood of black millionaires.
Well, that's true. That's the point. The point is that this movie isn't really about racism per se. It's more about class struggle between these levels in here.
We are going to agree on something.
Yeah. I think plot-wise, though, there's a problem of the film. The film's two central characters, Rashad and Nunu, being like not as interesting as the peripheral characters.
Right.
I guess they're supposed to be
not as good actors either.
Yeah, I guess they're supposed to be the glue that holds the whole thing together, or something like that. Still, you know, pleasant, as you say, a real summary movie, and you know, a nice contrast to the weather we've been having here.
And to really show the people out there the class struggle within the black community, as you said. And I mean, that is one of the most fascinating things that emerged.
That was the part that made it most interesting, yeah.